Hello. With me today we have, well, I'm DB, in case you didn't know. With me today we have Brandon.
What's up, everybody?
We have Andre.
Who's apparently staying alive.
And we have Wesley. Alright, so make sure you're not keeping that in your hand.
Whatever.
Are we done with this enough that I can grab it and try and finish fixing the AIDS?
No.
We're not fixing my computer age right now.
Yes, we're not doing
We'll do that afterwards.
If you'd stay off the S&M.
It's hard not to. Bondage, man. It's the way of life.
Right. Alright, so...
See,
he laughs, but he's not kidding.
I am kidding. No, I'm seriously kidding.
However, any of you that's getting into that 50 Shades of Grey crap, stop it. Stop it now.
That Twilight fan fiction.
Please,
Why are you
It's
hating
assault.
on 50 Shades? Stop
It's
hating.
bad Twilight
Dude,
fan fiction.
They
Stop.
Okay,
the author
okay.
straight up said it's a Twilight fanfic.
Yeah,
Anyway.
let's get back. First thing we're going to talk about, Nintendo Club shutting down. Nintendo Club Rewards program shutting down. And they're going to offer a new rewards program.
What's the new rewards?
It's going to be worse than the original rewards program, probably.
Well, apparently they talked about it last year. They hinted about it. They recognized the changing landscape between consumers and the content delivery. Realized that despite their previous attempts, they want to make more integrated play with online and everything like that. So
Because everybody's using the mobile devices. If my kid's playing on a cell phone and he's leaving his DS alone, what's the point of having a DS? Everything that Nintendo does should be on a mobile device like an Apple.
That's unfair.
No.
Again, I urge everybody to watch Nintendo stock shareholders meeting. It will make you sad and angry at humanity. That is all.
Yeah.
we don't need Nintendo for that.
I'm just saying, watch any video game company shareholders meeting. The primary shareholders have absolutely no fucking clue what they're talking about.
I mean, I can, just to not, just bash Nintendo for all of that, you do want interconnectability with your playstyles.
I know, but you're talking about Japan
Okay.
here. If you take a look at Japan's interconnectivity over the last 20 years, how about this one? Back when everybody had modems and used 56K, in Japan, not a lot of people did that because individual houses did not come with phone wiring. You would have to pay a setup fee to have a technician come out, wire your house for phone, then have an additional setup fee for him to wire the phone to the house wire. Only if you had money would you have something as pricey as that.
We used to have one of those little dongle things that you put into the phone jack and then you put.
That's
the
what I'm saying.
cable
They
in.
didn't even have a phone jack.
Oh.
They wired the phones directly to the outlet.
Oh.
No, you're thinking about stealing phone service from another house and bringing it to yours for a really long. Launch it over the tree, just.
No, that's stupid. Why would you even do that?
Free phone. Woo.
No.
Wake up late at night with a trench shovel. Go over to their freaking phone box. Wire yourself into using a couple Scotch locks. Run it underneath the ground.
No, but
Bury that shit.
the whole Nintendo thing. I mean, it's marketing, it's money. I mean, yeah,
If they're going
it's not as much money, but it's still it's they're trying to appease, like how we agreed. And
Well, are there any details on what this new program will entail?
unless it's going to be retro gaming,
Well.
with solid stream play. No.
No,
I don't
streaming
want-
is such a horrible
sorry,
idea.
not stream, but solid. It's a straight OS that or operating piece that works well with most mobile OSs. Whereas right now, what we're doing is emulators. If they have a legitimate program that works.
I don't want to be able to access the internet from my phone.
No, it's not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Nintendo releases its own emulator that's 100% compatible with all of its retro games on a phone.
And how much?
That's one thing.
Well, they're thinking of making it kind of like the new Donkey Kong game that's coming out, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, where if you buy the game for the main, like the big system or the little system, you'll get it for the other system.
Oh, cross-platform like what PlayStation's been doing for the past, year, 3 years?
But this is Nintendo, and we got Mario. And Donkey Kong. Donkey.
Okay, if what they're doing is the cross-platform purchasing...
Do that again.
Donkey.
If what they're
I'm
doing
gonna
is the
loop that.
cross-platform, that would be great. Because I don't want to sit here and buy one game and have to pay a game just to have it on the other system.
Mm-hmm.
It's retarded. Like, for example, you got two DSs, both utilizing the same information. You purchase the game, however, I can only use it on my one DS. Or you got the DS and the Wii U sharing the same game that's cross-compatible. But if you purchase it on for example, I went and bought the Retro Zelda game.
Yeah.
As an example. Now, it's supposed to be able to be played on the Wii U, and it's supposed to be able to be played on your 3DS. But you bought it on your 3DS, though, now you cannot play it on your Wii U unless you buy it again.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is infuriating.
Okay.
If they're going to fix it up so that is no longer an issue, I can accept that.
That's a good point.
That's value.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna argue with value.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into... This would be a point where we would get into more video game stuff. So, PAX South. Anyone know what PAX South is?
I know what it is.
Oh god, it's Penny Arcade Expo held in the South. PAX is held over in I think it's either Washington or Oregon. Freaking PAX East.
Oregon, I think?
Yeah, it's either one of those two. It's one of those two
Yeah.
states.
I wanna say it's Oregon.
I'm not sure on the specifics.
It might be
I've never
Washington.
been. Most likely Washington.
Yeah.
PAX East is held up north, I think,
Boston.
in Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing PAX South is either Georgia, Florida, or one of those states.
Texas.
What?
Texas. Yeah.
Uh,
PAX South is in Texas. Yeah.
sad.
San Antonio, Texas. It's in San Antonio, though. San Antonio is actually a good part of Texas.
It's not so much that, it's how far away it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you might as well head to PAX East.
I mean, well, what's the
Right.
upset? Why are you upset about PAX? I mean, you kind of
No, it's just like it's too much. Maybe just a tad too much.
arcade stuff.
No, it's not. It's actually PAX has. You can verify because
Well,
you have the internet.
yeah.
Because I'm not allowed to touch anything with internet connectivity anymore. Bad, Andre.
My power.
Whatever.
Oh my god.
But-
What did you do?
But check this out,
I
though.
was, the other day I was just kind of when you were doing the thing, I was just
Yeah.
surfing the entire time, looking at videos and listening while apparently I'm disconnected.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
So, a couple of games, and me and you went over this. Some of these games you've actually know about. The Bard's Tale 4, Ronin, which is upgraded to better graphics. Dreadnought, which is originally...
No, I was showing you Homeworld.
Homeworld.
Dreadnought I did not see, but I was looking at. I'm looking at because it looks interesting.
Okay. And Dungeon Defenders 2, Moonrise, Borderlands 3, and Caves. There's a rumor about Cave Story 2.
I would
Which-
like to see Dungeon Defenders 2. I
Did
know
you see the original
Borderlands
videos
3.
for that?
I did, and the original idea that I saw was that it was supposed to be released for the phone.
Mm-hmm.
The one I saw was that it was a MOBA. Yeah, it's not a MOBA anymore. Apparently, there was so much backlash. They turned it. They completely scrapped the MOBA subsection.
What's the mobile again?
Multiplayer online battle arena.
Okay. Like League
League
of
of
Legends,
Legends.
yeah. Smite.
Smite's Hearthstone. No, I was about to say Hearthstone. Bad, Andre. League of Legends, Smite, Dota 2, Heroes of New Earth.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of that. I was not impressed.
Yeah. And Heroes of the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Heroes of the Storm Diablo surprisingly underpowered.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't just have him in there, just like, you know.
Tyrael
tanking
is better than Diablo in Heroes of the Storm. And if you've watched any of the cutscenes in Diablo 2, Tyrael is a butt monkey who gets smacked the entire story.
until he blew up the mountain.
Yeah, his one achievement after the hero freaking beat up the primeval, he pushed the self-destruct button.
He's like, look at me.
I'm doing something.
No,
Yes!
that's not it. That's right. I'm that guy.
But
Our ancestral hub.
the gameplay for Ronin, I kind of like that. It's a side-scroller,
I've ever seen
turn-based game.
Not for Ronin.
that. All right. Basically, you play as a ninja in Ronin, right?
Okay.
And this is the part where I wish we could freaking insert trailers.
We technically can. It's called video editing and cut and paste. And all you need is a simple program to grab a piece of that video.
Do you see the computer that we're working with right now?
I can tell you right now, I can not only get you that piece of programming, but I can show you how it works and show you how easy it is to cut and paste those pieces.
From his own mouth. We shall see.
So we'll try to see if we can get a little clip of that. Or maybe even a link, if anything, at least a link to...
Link in the description down below.
Yeah, a link be down below.
But, yeah, Ronin, you play as a ninja, and it moves in kind of real time until you run into a situation where there's people, and in which case you can, like, it's like you can every time once you go into a situation with people, it enters like a turn-based mode, where actions, like when you tell it to do something, it will do an action. And then from that action, you can either pause, let it complete the action, and do something else, or pause it mid-air and then do something. So, for instance, you can run into a room, jump up into the ceiling, then from the ceiling, throw your sword through a guy, teleport to that guy, jump up, then like over and behind somebody else, stab them in the back, that sort of thing. It's like you're choreographing a sequence of actions.
But you're still being stealthy.
Mm-hmm, because if you're seen, you're almost always dead. Mm-hmm. So you'll have to kind of be on point, be evasive, and that pause go kind of lets you do it. The video I showed him was from a one-shot done by Conrad Zimmerman about maybe 6 months ago, and the game was in early alpha, maybe late alpha.
I gotta
early
get
beta.
one of those.
Okay?
Those watches.
Yeah, when those watches you just can't see.
Just it's like awesome.
It tells you everything
Dude,
all the time.
Augmented reality, man. These glasses. Google
Oh, so you got Google Glass now?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's seeing the watch display and everything.
That's what's up.
Oh, man.
Speaking of Google Tech, did y'all see the new goggles that they did? It's like an augmented version of the Oculus Rift.
Really?
What is it called?
I forget what it's like something visor. It's
Yeah.
a combination of the Google Glass and the Oculus
Yep.
Rift.
I don't want any
It's cool.
No, I am just happy with the original Google Glass concept. I want a pair of prescription Google glasses so that I don't have to have a bunch of things. I can just look at it, and then it like comes into view, and then I can do stuff with my eyes.
And hands.
Now here's the thing I thought about though.
Register stuff like touch.
Here's the thing I thought about though.
That's what I do. That's
If you got like one eye focused on like, you know, the Google like information and everything like that, and then one eye focused on you straight ahead, you think that'll cause like people eye strain or like them
well,
going
you're not.
them
It
going
does,
blind in
because
one eye
that's because
faster than
you're
the
not
other?
supposed to be freaking multitasking.
Yeah.
You're supposed to focus on the glasses when you're using the glasses. Focus on what you're doing when you're, doing something.
But you're not gonna have people like that. You're gonna have people like driving down the road like Google Glass.
Frankly, the problem is that
Let's look up some hot chicks.
First off, I've used Google Glass, and if you were even thinking that's a thing, you might as well be punched in the throat right now, because once it goes over your entire eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's literally projected onto your eye.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're sitting here trying to do that, you got one eye that literally is like this. So you're seeing nothing but the screen. You're not seeing through the screen, you're seeing the screen. So now if you're not letting this eye rest so that you can focus on this, you're literally going to hurt yourself.
Okay. So if I've got one eye on it, and let's say for instance I'm in a eBay bid for something that is going for $9,001.
What? I'm not going there. I'm letting it go.
Oh my god. I'm sensing something there.
Vegeta.
Alright.
But alright. Bard's Tale. You know a little bit about that as well,
It's
right?
an old computer RPG series. When I say old, we're not talking about 95. We're not talking about Fallout. We're not even talking about Baldur's Gate old. We're talking about 89 old. Back, when floppy disks were a thing.
They're still a thing.
I thought so too.
No,
I have not seen a floppy disk in years.
No,
That
you
was
can tell
probably-
you can tell that system's old because most modern towers don't even come with floppy disks. They might come with one optical drive.
Yeah.
If that, because you can get almost everything software based online now.
Okay.
And with gigabit systems, why would you need something as inefficient as an optical drive?
That's why people seem to get Chromebooks now.
Yeah, you don't actually need a lot of the excess. Like, I like it because if you look at my software library, I have a lot of CDs with lots of old stuff on them and that I'd like to keep around.
Well, you also have Vita TV, so I can see why you're kind of used to that. But I actually like hard drives and stuff stacked up. And
What do you mean I got a
disc
Vita
and-
TV so I'm used to it? A Vita TV still accepts cards.
It does.
That's why
Yeah.
I continue buying hard copies, because you could take the card out, put the card in. It's just a Vita with the excess control stuff ripped out. There's no touch sensors, there's no buttons. It's just the basic software and hardware needed to run a Vita.
So, by what you're saying
Which
is
is a small downside.
yeah. So what you're saying is basically PlayStation kind of copied Nintendo with the Super Game Boy.
Except it has high definition, decent Wi-Fi with the ability to memorize multiple addresses, and a large suite of games that looks really good on a high definition TV.
Mm.
And is compatible with controls you already have, so you don't have to go out and buy some new ass controllers.
So you can use 3 or 4
Yeah.
controllers.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, it also syncs to your PS3 or your PS4.
And technically, the controller they give you is a PS4 controller without all the extra gadgets.
Actually, the controller I got was a PS3.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. But on top of that, you can also hook up to your PS4. So if you do have a PS4 and you have a PS Vita TV, you can send, if somebody's using the TV out here, you can stream from your PS4 to your Vita TV
And play
and play PS4 games. Can
Which
you
is
do that
sexy.
with a Super Game Boy?
No.
Well, I doubt that highly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I doubt that highly. But all right, we're almost out of time. The last thing I just wanted to ask is anybody interested in Borderlands 3? And it cuts off.
Wow.
So it's 18 minutes. It was 18.
And I believe that's the answer to your question.
Hurtful. I don't know. It depends on what they're trying to do with it.
Give 1 second. Go ahead, hit record one time, and we'll.
Also, we didn't actually say anything about Bard's Tale.
Yeah, we didn't.
Except that Bard's Tale is an old ass RPG series that they came out with. They did a re-release of back in I think 2002, which was an action RPG where you played essentially Brutal Legend without the awesome music. With more like it had like failed snark.
But you saying it was more so like you attack with like your music, right?
No, you play music to summon units,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have a sword, a bow, or a mace.
Okay.
And it's top-down isometric Diablo style.
All right.
Again, with lots of failed humor.
Ah.
Like, it was funny at first, don't get me wrong. The goblin singing song, that's hilarious. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. But, yeah. It was alright for its time. The guy was a lech. He did more harm than good. Pretty much destroyed half the countryside. And then nearly got raped by arcane horror from beyond the realms of reality. Actually, in one of the endings, he deliberately jumped into her lap. So, but I don't know how they're gonna do this new one. I don't know if it's gonna be 3D. There's no actual details on it at this moment.
But going back to Borderlands 3, I know next to nothing about it.
Well, I mean, they
Unless-
haven't changed the formula for the last 3 games.
They don't need to. Freaking claptrap, man. Freaking
Okay.
I'm just saying you
the
can use
formula-
more active skills than just the one super
No,
special.
I do agree with that.
I think that what they should do is if they take it is to get you like a multitude where you can have like it's 3 variations of the same skill.
They.
Alright,
No,
This is-
okay, like
Yeah,
hear what
go
I'm
ahead.
saying.
Well, they already did, but they already did that in freaking in 2, where no, they did. Like for instance, the commando, he starts off with a single turret, right?
Mhm.
And depending on how you build the commando, you can have a shielded turret, a missile turret, dual turrets, dual sticky turrets, dual shielded sticky turret. By the time you're done, it's ridiculous.
That's the one I mean. Like it's this, like you got a skill where it's up the top, but you pick one of 3, and depending on which one of those 3 you choose, you know it alters,
changes your skill
it changes
tree?
the skill tree.
Well, that means you want them to do 9 skill trees per character.
They already are pretty much doing the cut and paste of the skill trees.
But that's why I said we need more active skills rather than just one active skill.
Well, here's what it was. Pretty much, Gearbox wants to develop Borderlands 3.
That's nice. How about they finish Aliens, Colonial Marines first?
Burn much?
Wait a minute. Gearbox did. What did they do for the Borderlands?
What was the last time they actually?
Gearbox made Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the developers.
So why are they talking about?
They want to?
Well, they
because
gave
Yeah.
the control of a prequel to another company.
the pre-sequel was done by, I think, like 2K Sydney.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
2K City
shoot.
and
Okay.
their other Borderlands game.
I mean, but they're
the
already
Tale of
partnered up,
something.
so it's
Well,
like,
yeah.
Oh, Tales
some
of
of
the
the
Borderlands?
DLC.
Tales of the Borderlands is done by the same people who did.
Telltale. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, they do all of
Telltale.
the Walking Dead.
Oh
and
god, I'm gonna buy that
all
now.
that stuff.
Yeah, we do need to buy that.
We are
Yes,
gonna
it
buy
is.
The
Yes,
Tale of
we're
Borderlands.
gonna buy
Yeah.
that. And,
That
and I
deal-
want everybody here so we can all sit down and freaking
argue.
watch and argue about that shit, because that's just gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
That deal that they had going on though
If
for
we
the
do
bundle,
that,
that's
I
still
vouched
pretty
it.
cool.
I'm
Oh,
the main
okay.
player.
Nah.
Oh come on!
Nah.
Wait, afraid I'm gonna slice something too fast?
No.
But
I want somebody with a weird sense of humor doing it.
I do have a weird sense of humor.
Because he's like the mildest person here, so I want to argue with him and make him do something awkward.
Okay, in that case,
Yeah.
watching somebody's face twist because of a decision they had to make, that's always fun.
So with that, I'll make this decision that we're gonna go ahead and end it. And how about that? So
wow.
welcome. Well, no, not welcome. It's goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye!
This is the Backroom Crew, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo.
Click.
It's not gonna do it.